India, the world's biggest democracy. 29 states, 7 territories, 900 million voters, and one age-old fault line: nationalism.
This is an India that will return the damage done by terrorists with interest.
It's pitting Hindus against Muslims and other minorities, and putting India's long tradition of secularism under threat. Anamika is one of the 1 billion Hindus living in India. She's 23 and studying for a degree in physics. Today, she's leading a rally to get students to vote in the country's upcoming general election.
तो अभी के लिए हम ये तो नहीं कह रहे हैं कि चलिए अब पढ़ाई लिखाई छोड़ के चलिए हम नेता ही बन जाएं और खुद ही रिफॉर्म लाने लगे। प्रेजेंट टाइम के लिए अभी सिर्फ यही रिक्वेस्ट हम लोग चारों तरफ कर रहे हैं कि वोट देने।
But Anamika doesn't want these students to vote for just anyone.
वोटिंग से क्या फायदे होते हैं?
She's actually the modern face of a vast Hindu nationalist group.
India becoming a Hindu nation is important because since the beginning of civilization, only this geographical area has always been of Hindus. Our youth should know about our glorious past, the culture, our traditions, our cultures, because for a lot of time the youth has been blinded by the modernization and the different cultures.
Anamika lives in Uttar Pradesh. It's one of the most socially divided and religiously diverse states in India. Alam is one of the 190 million Muslims living in India. A father of 3, his family have been butchers in Uttar Pradesh for generations.
यहाँ सब हिंदू, मुसलमान, सिख, ईसाई सब एक बराबर हैं। मगर कुछ लोग इसको तोड़ने पे लगे हुए हैं, हिंदुस्तान की स्थिति खराब करने में, ताकत को कमज़ोर कर रहे हैं। मुसलमानों की क्या स्थिति है, बहुत ख़राब स्थिति है। क्या है, इनको कोई चीज़ में आगे नहीं बढ़ने दिया जा रहा। क्या है, कोई पोजीशन नहीं है।
Hindu-Muslim tensions are on the rise in 2019, but they're by no means new. These tensions run deep into the country's history. In 1947, with India preparing for independence from British rule, the country was hastily partitioned into 2 separate nations. The creation of Pakistan was a response to Muslim nationalists anxious about living under a Hindu majority. Millions were killed or displaced as people fled to the new Muslim state or to India, which portrayed itself as a secular alternative. Today, that secular alternative is under pressure, not least in a conflict embodied by the Hindu faith's most sacred animal.
We are at Gorakhnath temple. Here are almost 300 to 400 cows and they are fed daily, bathed every day. Cows holds a very important place for a Hindu. We don't consider it as an animal also, we treat it as a mother.
Over the past few years, India's Hindu-led government has pressed for strict enforcement of laws against anyone slaughtering cows or selling beef.
Action should be taken against those people who still slaughter and smuggle the cows after all the restrictions, because they are just trying to play with our beliefs and they are trying to mock our way of living.
The more hardline approach has hit Muslim and minority communities hard. Businesses that deal with any kind of beef have been shut down. They've been accused of flouting the law, and some have faced even worse consequences. Across the country, cow vigilante gangs killed 44 people, 38 of them Muslim, between 2015 and 2018.
कुछ डर लगता है भाई, हम ही हैं, हम कुरैश परिवार से हैं। अब वो एक डर बन गई है कि कब कोई हिंदू मुस्लिम करके फंसा के मार ना दे। अब वो माहौल हो गया हिंदुस्तान का।
Last year, India saw a rise in hate crime attacks against minorities. It was the largest number of incidents in a decade. Then, early in 2019, another historic flashpoint stoked tensions further. In February, a Pakistan terror group claimed it launched an attack in the Indian-controlled part of Kashmir, killing 40 soldiers. India responded by bombing what it said was a terrorist training camp in Pakistan. It had a profound effect across India.
This is an India that will return the damage done by terrorists with interest.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his party, the BJP, have nurtured the sense of threat to Hindu security and culture. Ahead of the national election, Modi was trying to galvanize Hindus, who make up 80% of India's population. Anamika and the Hindutva nationalist movement that provide Modi's power base are taking that message out.
Narendra Modi is one of the best PM India has ever had. He can also be as terrible as hell if you're messing with the peacefulness of the country. He has only got the potential to protect the citizens of the country from outer attacks as well as the inner attacks.
पता नहीं इन लोग कौन है जो हिंदुस्तान के अंदर इस तरीके की अफवाह उड़ाते हैं, लोगों को बदनाम करते हैं, खास करके मुस्लिम परिवारों को टॉर्चर किया जा रहा है। कुछ बोल दीजिए तो आतंकवादी हैं, कुछ कह दीजिए तो पाकिस्तान।
In Uttar Pradesh, Alam's now trying to run a fruit juice business where his butcher shop once stood. But he's struggling to pay the bills. He's recently had to take his sisters and children out of school.
नहीं, बाकी पार्टियां तो नहीं चलाती हैं हिंदू, वो तो विकास के नाम पे वोट मांगते हैं कि हम सड़कें बनवा देंगे, हम लाइट देंगे, हम पानी देंगे, हम कारोबार देंगे। और जो ये लोग हैं जो हिंदुत्व पे सिर्फ वोट मांगते हैं, हिंदुत्व सिर्फ।
Modi first came to power as a modernizer, with the promise of jobs and prosperity for India. But as the economy slowed, unemployment began to rise. So too did his support for the nationalist agenda. Where he leads India next, to further division or back towards the country's historic secularism, remains to be seen.
पहले हिंदू मुस्लिम से लोग निकल जाए तब भविष्य सामने नजर आएगा, तब कंधे से कंधा टकराएगा तभी ना कुछ होगा।